Hello everyone and welcome back. We're going to fast travel. Not with that. With this. World map. To the camp. We need some rest, man. Fighting in heavy armor makes your abilities consume more stamina or mana. Try to balance between protection and fatigue.
Now that we're back at the camp, I want to talk about what happened at Redcliffe.
What's on your mind?
You let Lady Isolde sacrifice herself with blood magic. How could you do that?
You think I should have killed the little boy instead?
We could have gone to the Circle of Magi. We could have tried harder. We should have tried something that didn't involve blood magic. That's for sure. This is the Jarl's son we're talking about here. What do you think he'll say when we revive him?
This was all for his benefit.
I just don't know how you could do it, how you could make that decision. I owe the Jarl more than this.
So this is about you and him and not me at all?
No. Well, maybe. I don't know. I suppose it's done, isn't it? It'll have to be enough. Maybe I shouldn't be second-guessing you like this. It's easy to question when you're not the one making the decisions. And I've let you do just that, haven't I?
I understand.
Oh, why am I getting on your back about it? You did what you had to. It's just... all this death. Never mind.
Yeah, I know.
Let's just stop there before I do more than shove my foot in my mouth like an idiot.
Like I said, it would have taken to go from Redcliffe all the way to Circle of Magi, sort out their problems, get mages to come there, go all the way back, perform the ritual, go inside Connor, save him from this, go through all that thing like we just did with the Fade, and then bam, boom, bam, bim, everything's done. In reality, you won't have that much time. The demon would know you're doing something, so you're like, oh, screw this, I'm not waiting around anymore, I'm taking over Connor. There you go, done. Everyone's dead. You happy now? It's not, you can't, it won't have enough time to do that kind of thing. Ugh. Anyway, let's go back in Thingy's good graces. Here. Have your mother's amulet. Where's it gone? There it is.
This is my mother's amulet. It has to be. But why isn't it broken? Where did you find it?
I found it in Redcliffe Castle in the study.
Oh, the Jarl's study? Then he must have found the amulet after I threw it at the wall. And he repaired it and kept it. I don't understand. Why would he do that?
Perhaps you mean more to him than you think.
I guess you could be right. We never really talked that much. And then the way I left... Thank you. I mean it. I thought I'd lost this to my own stupidity. I'll need to talk to him about this if he recovers from his... When he recovers, that is. I wish I'd had this a long time ago. Did you remember me mentioning it? Wow. I'm more used to people not really listening when I go on about things.
Your friend, of course I remembered.
I don't know what to say. I'm honored. Thanks again.
Woo, +7. Right, anyone leveled up? Nope. Let's talk to Alistair some more.
Something on your mind?
I have some questions.
Of course.
tell me about the Grey Wardens?
Such as they are.
Where are the nearest Grey Wardens from here?
That's a good question. There's plenty in Orlais, but who knows where they might be found. And the nearest Orlesian city is weeks away. If we go north and cross the sea, there's bound to be some in the Free Marches. Again, however, I just don't know where. I don't know anything about Grey Wardens in other lands.
Is there a headquarters somewhere?
Here in Ferelden, there's our compound in Denerim at the palace, but that's it. Loghain will have control over that and be watching it, no doubt. Beyond that, the only place I know of is Weishaupt Fortress. That's the headquarters of all Grey Wardens in the Anderveld, 1,000 miles from here, but I've no idea how to even contact them. So unless we try to get back to the compound in Denerim, I suppose the answer is no. There's nowhere for us to go.
So what happens now that there's just two of us?
I imagine that eventually the Grey Wardens outside of Ferelden will wonder what's happened. Why there's no contact from Duncan or someone. They'll send someone eventually. Though who knows what Loghain's people in Denerim will tell them. Maybe they won't send anyone. We could try to contact them. But that would mean leaving Ferelden, and even if we did, they couldn't come back with us in time to stop the Blight. So that means whatever happens, it's up to us.
Will we need to start rebuilding the Order?
I mean, eventually we would have to use the joining to make more Grey Wardens, right? But I don't know how to do the joining, or what's involved. I know it involves lyrium and some other magic, and that it's really difficult to prepare, but that's it. Unless we can find out more about the joining, I guess we better get used to the idea that there might only be two of us for now. Until more come from elsewhere.
What would happen if we just left?
Just left? You mean just left Ferelden? I don't know. If there's an archdemon, however, we're supposed to be the only ones who can defeat it. And that means the Blight would grow unchecked. Eventually, other Grey Wardens in Orlais and other lands would hear about it, and they would come to fight it, but they wouldn't come in time to save Ferelden. There's no way. I'm not going anywhere.
I have no more questions.
About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. Something on your mind?
Questions?
Of course.
What changes about you after the joining?
You mean other than becoming a Grey Warden?
You've been a Grey Warden longer than I have.
You know, I asked Duncan this too, and all I got was, "You'll see."
He wouldn't tell you.
Oh, it's not that Duncan wants to keep it a secret, it's just that the Grey Wardens don't discuss it much. I gather it's not a pleasant topic. The first change I noticed was an increase in appetite. I used to get up in the middle of the night and raid the castle larder. I thought I was starving. I'd slurp down every dinner like it was my last. My face all covered in gravy. When I'd look up, the other Grey Wardens would stare, then laugh themselves to tears.
Maybe you're just a pig.
That's me, Alistair the pig. I can go through a trough in 5 seconds flat, just you watch. Oh, and then there were the nightmares. Duncan said it was part of how we sense the Darkspawn. We tap into their, well, I don't know what you call it, their group mind. And when we sleep, it's even worse. You learn to block it out after a while, but at first it's hard. It's supposed to be worse for those who join during a blight. How is it for you?
Nightmares. Yes, I know what you mean.
Some people never have much trouble, but that's rare. Others have trouble sleeping their entire life. They're just more sensitive, I suppose. Everyone ends up the same, though. Once you reach a certain age, the real nightmares come. That's how a Grey Warden knows his time has come.
And in the next video we'll be talking about, well, the really morbid fate of Grey Wardens. Yikes.